Morning for those who suffer from allergies. Good afternoon. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. Well, allergy season, unfortunately, is off to an early start in Georgia this year.
Meteorologist Molly Mccollum live in Piedmont Park. And Molly, folks are seeing a lot of pollen earlier this year.
Absolutely, earlier this year. Actually, one lap around Piedmont Park, it'll show you that trees and flowers, they're blooming and they shouldn't be in February. We're in for a longer and more intense allergy season thanks to our very warm and very wet winter.
These white ones are not supposed to be blooming yet.
Daffodils, tulips already on display at the Atlanta Botanical Garden. When I went to visit horticulturist Amanda Bennett, unsurprisingly, it was warm and pouring down rain. In your opinion, have we had a winter at all here?
No, we really haven't. We've had a handful of cold days, a handful of cold nights, which are really important for plants and especially for setting flowers and things like that. It's very important to get those cold temperatures. But we haven't had very much.
Not much at all is right. We've only had 5 nights at or below freezing, not to mention the rain that just won't stop. With all the early blooms, I had to ask the question that is hanging over every allergy sufferer's head like a big yellow cloud. What about the pollen?
Allergy season this year is going to be very interesting. It's not something that we've ever experienced before.
Dr. Parikh of Northwest ENT and Allergy told me he started treating allergy patients in January, the earliest in his career he's ever seen symptoms.
Normally we expect the rush for allergy season to be first and second week of March. Now we're seeing patients as early as late January, early February suffering with symptoms of allergies, which is unusual.
The warmth and the rain has created the perfect storm for a brutal extended allergy season. It might be the earliest, but it's slowly becoming the norm.
Also, we're seeing year over year for the past several years, secondary to changes in our climate, of longer and more intense allergy seasons.
For those many Georgians that muddle through spring, the idea of a longer allergy season can be nothing short of a nightmare, but there are options.
The best therapy is something called desensitization, and that's actually through techniques of shots or even allergy drops. You can slowly desensitize you to the effects of the allergens and over time essentially cure you from the effects of allergens.
And if you're one of the lucky few that does not suffer from the spring sniffles and you're itching to get out in your backyard, the Atlanta Botanical Garden says to wait until at least it stops raining to try to plant anything because our soil is just entirely too wet. In Piedmont Park, meteorologist Molly Mccollum, CBS 46 News.